when we talk about occupation and military occupation, we focus a lot on the human rights violations, but we don't talk much about the environmental degradation that takes place, which is going to cause irreparable harm for generations to come. Where I come from, Kashmir, which is the Indian occupied territory, where the Indian government is right now taking away land from people who have their only means of livelihood is that land. That's what they'll survive on, their farms, their orchards, that's all they have. So in the name of development, they are taking this land away. If development for someone means the construction of a nice flyover bridge or something, maybe a very tall building, that's not development for us, because it means someone has to lose their livelihood. And we don't see that as a form of development where we come from, because we'd rather that all our people they go to bed on a full stomach than having to sleep under that flyover in a homeless shelter or somewhere like that. So for us, the meaning of development is different. And we have already seen how unplanned development in India has made many Indian cities the most polluted in the world. So we refuse this imposition of this model of development on our people. And that's why I decided to speak up at the Surge today to connect the issues that we also face in Kashmir with issues in Palestine and the global climate justice movement, because it's all connected. If it doesn't rain in Kashmir, there may be a flood in Pakistan. If we don't have adequate snowfall or the right kind of precipitation, our crops will not survive either. So in a way, if the government is not directly killing us by starving us, by creating a climate catastrophe, it is effectively killing us in the future. In Kashmir, you will see the biggest mountain ranges in the world. 3 of them collide in Kashmir. The Karakoram range, the Pir Panjal and the Himalayas. And we are in the middle of them. So we have 6,000 meter tall mountains in Kashmir. On a regular basis, many mountains that cross 5,000 feet, 6,000 feet in Kashmir. So there is no way for this water to go out. If the glaciers melt, they all come into the valley. And so we are seeing the results of that unplanned development and this militarization, which is polluting our water, it is polluting our rivers, it is polluting our lakes, it's polluting the groundwater. And the effect of that is very visible right now on the people, on their health, but it doesn't get highlighted enough because the overall occupation and the human rights violations are so ghastly that they take center stage, and rightfully so. But we also need such spaces to highlight other forms of oppression which are ongoing. It's very important to raise our voice for all occupied regions, and despite having been occupied for 75 years now, we feel that whatever we can do to support the Palestinians, we're there for them. There have been protests in Kashmir in support of Palestine for decades now. And while we talk about our own oppression as well, we always have Palestine in our mind, because we feel that the moral standard that Palestine has set is there for everyone else to emulate and try to attain as well. So we feel that in the struggle for independence and liberation, Palestine, Kashmir and all other occupied lands have to be spoken up about as well.